actually cultural institution, Kwaro actually, KK has expressed profound grief following a devastating road accident in the Gulu-Kampala highway that claimed several lives and left multiple people critically injured. The tragic incident, which occurred on Tuesday night, July 7, 2026, at approximately 9 p.m., involved an opiate traveler's bus traveling from Kampala to Gulu. The crash transpired at Gulu opiate in Umo district and non-transport along the busy highway corridor. Let's start with what Gulu City Mayor Labeja Julius told NBS last night.
As of this evening, we could confirm that the death toll rose to 15, with one additional casualty succumbing to his injuries, and we also have 24 casualties and victims still in hospital undergoing critical care. But as far as we are concerned, 10 people lost their lives on the spot, and we managed to support the different families to move their dear ones to go on with the processes of burial in their various locations. Among the deceased were three Kenyans, and they are, but not Kenyans, but Somalians, who were drivers of the trucks, and their families and relatives were able to claim their remains and process them to be moved out of Gulu City. It's a combination of considerations here. Before we discuss the nature of the road, we should also consider the road signs. But as you consider road signs, you want to put into consideration observance and adherence to road rules, and this comes back to the driver. Are they adhering to the road rules? Because there's a lot of recklessness and a lot of indiscipline, in my perspective, of different road users and drivers, particularly in the country, all over. And this is something that we see not just on the Gulu highway, but even just driving within cities here and there. You see that there is a lot of indiscipline of drivers. So for me, I think that besides thinking about the road signs, we need to focus also on a lot of trainings on road rules. But also, when you come to our court system, are our judgments really punitive enough for certain situations such as recklessness of a driver? Because I think that could also offer deterrence for many drivers and consideration as they use our roads. I think enforcement plays a critical role. Do we have enough traffic officers, most especially in the night, in critical places? So for me, I really think it's a combination of factors, but of course it depends on what our focus is on. But I think that it's the entire continuum comes back to even the drivers and their qualifications and their experiences. So enforcement really in ensuring that we have upright drivers plowing our roads, I think would go a long way to saving lives. That to some extent it does play a role, particularly in regulating speed of our drivers. But again, accidents are not just a speed issue. A vehicle condition could also cause accidents. So I think that in my perspective, yes, we need to bring in place all these facets that help to reduce road accidents and carnage on our roads. But definitely, speed governors will help in many ways alongside certain other features on our roads, like humps on the roads, especially as you approach junctions and centers, main busy centers of our roads.
In an official press release issued from the office of the Lawirwodi Kwaro Acholi, conveyed its deepest sympathizers to the families, plunging into sudden mourning. Kwaro Acholi lands with deep sadness this morning after the road accident that occurred involving unpaid travelers bus, where a number of people lost their lives and scores got injured. The statement read, KK stands with the bereaved families during this trying moment and wishes the injured who are undergoing treatment a very quick recovery. Now, the institution also extended its heartfelt appreciation to the local community members, first responders, and medical personnel who arrived swiftly at the scene. KK commended their selfless and humanitarian efforts to rescue survivors trapped in the wreckage under difficult nighttime conditions. There's also a giant appeal for blood donations, with several survivors fighting for their lives in regional medical facilities. The cultural institution has made a direct appeal to the public to assist hospital blood banks due to the severe trauma and blood loss suffered by the victims. Immediate transfusions are critical to stabilizing those currently in emergency wards. Now, Kwaro actually strongly calls upon the public to visit nearby health centers and donate blood immediately to help save the lives of the surviving passengers. The official communique was signed and authored by Okelo Kuna, the Minister of Information and Public Relations Officer for Kwaro Acholi.